Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. New set of downs after that completion. They'll go back to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Handoff to the single back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Leonard. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Irish send out the punt unit. Getting out first. Heavy heat and they block it.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Give to the back. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Collins. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UMass managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the weather there in Amherst this week. These Minutemen are to blame for this one being so close. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. It's complete on the right side. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't work the thing all the way in. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. He looks that one in nicely. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him for the sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Guys, we come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Trying to get rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He makes a catch. And chunk plays on the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Looking for space. It's Love. At the 45 on his way. Nothing but green ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. Looking deep down the right side. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play. But there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Leonard. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. That last completion has him set up second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's good from 58 yards out.
That makes the score Notre Dame 17, Stanford 3.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same play.
They get him down after he makes the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll pull it on the read. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And now on second down for this offense.
Second down.
Gonna run it. It's Love. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Motion from the offense. Going to the running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Irish send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Io Manor. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the single back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Finds his big tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the misconnection, it's second down. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The give to the tailback. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity. A great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw, it's Daniels. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect.
That makes the score Notre Dame 20, Stanford 13.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's locked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They go to the ground. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Collins. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. To the air. It's Leonard. Zings it complete to the right. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They're going to run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mockmeyer. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense in a bunch formation. They go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cardinal! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
PAT unit on the field. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. He's got his man. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll try it over the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Mockmeyer. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front of the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every game. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win, make some plays for the big dog.
It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The running back has it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.